My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and as you can see, guys, I'm back home in my own space. Okay. What am I feeling? Feeling to declutter. It's one of the issues that I'm working through right now, I kind of like I am kind of a mini hoarder, and I think a lot of people, it's something that we've gotten from our parents, especially our parents that grew up in times of lack. Both my parents grew up in times of lack. My father would have been born just after World War One, and also would have lived through World War Two. And then my mom, she would have lived through civil unrest, and there was a massive hurricane in all islands in the 60s, and she would have lived through that as well. So two big major catastrophic events, as well as big turmoil in their life when they were very young. My father would have lost his mother very, very young, and my mother would have lost her father very, very young. Okay, I think that's why the reason they came together. It's kind of trauma bonding kind of way. But they seem to have made it work, because they do work. I was noticing that this weekend. They do work. So I don't know, I was just doing a lot of purging whilst I was with them, working through a lot of issues and really appreciating them for who they were, despite or maybe as a result of all the trauma they had been through. Okay, so when I came home, I just felt just bogged down by things. My apartment is not cluttered, but I definitely think it could be lighter, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So if you're feeling that shift to declutter, it is a sign of progress. It is a sign of ascension, because then you're realizing you really don't need all these things to make you happy. So I'm glad that I kind of cleared my calendar a bit, was ready to work on my dissertation, but I think I'll also be doing some decluttering. Anywho's, got a message for you guys before we start. Last night they were showing me, in my dream state, they were showing me a woman in hologram form. Now, the only time I see women in hologram form is, one, when they are about to transition, or anybody in hologram form when they're about to transition. Two, if they're in another dimension, if you're astral traveling, or if you're high on cocaine. I've seen that before quite a number of times as well. I do see them in hologram form, because it's part of their bodies here, and then they're in all kinds of different dimensions all over the place. So I do see them in hologram form. And three, what's the third way I see them in hologram form? Oh, sometimes very high vibrational people I see in hologram form. So this is a high vibrational person I was seeing in hologram form. I don't know who this person was. And what they were highlighting to me, my guys were highlighting to me, was her spine. And I was like, okay, what's the significance of spine? So I dipped into my trusty book. And listen, this is such an amazing book to have. It's called Heal Your Body by Louise Hay. And I went into spinal curvature. It says, it's the inability to flow with the support of life, or flow with the universe. And it's also about fear and trying to hold on to old ideas and not trusting life. And I was like, I think that woman they were showing me represents divine feminine energy, where you've gotten to this high vibration, you are ascending, and yet there's still this bit of old baggage, of fear, and distrust that's still holding you back. So Spirit is saying right now, you need to let go. Not just let go of baggage and physical stuff and all of that, and clutter. For me, definitely clutter. But also let go to programming. I was listening to Sadhguru, was it last week? And that's when things started to coalesce with me. And he was saying, the most important task, or the hardest task that you'll face in this life, is to remain uneducated. And I was like, what the fuck is he saying? He says, yes, from the moment you are born. And I realized then that he was talking about programming. He says, from the moment you are born, somebody is trying to educate you about something. And it's usually something that they were educated with by their parents and their parents and their parents. And a lot of this thing is misinformation. And a lot of people would live their whole lives living within the confines of this miseducation, this programming, and they're never able to break around. And so you limit yourself and you live in your exploration of the world because you confine yourself into a box. Okay? So he was saying the task really is to explore this world unbound. And this idea of being unbound is something that's been cropping up for divine feminine energy for the past week or two. Because you spent a great bit of this journey trying to discard programming, and you've come to this point where you are at zero point, or almost at 0 point, and Spirit is saying the last bit of it is to let go of fear and to step fully into the trust in the universe and in yourself and in your intuition. Okay, there's no space for old ideas and old baggage. Sometimes even the old idea or old baggage might even be the twin flame concept. Sometimes that can be a trap too. Sometimes it could be a cage because you feel like you need to be stuck in a particular place, waiting on a particular person. But Spirit's saying, no, there's an invitation here to explore the world unbound until such time as there is divine timing. And then there's this brought back together. Spirit's saying, now's your time. Now that you've uneducated yourself, now it's time to just explore and come with your own ideas and your own downloads and to live by them. That's what I'm getting. Anyways, all right, so the meditation that came on for you guys, let me just check. It says manifest love and harmony. 432 hertz. Music to start the day strong and open-minded. Oh, you see what I'm saying? I know I went there. Open-minded to heal the soul. So right now, what is required is an open mind, open soul, and just being free. Anything that feels binding, anything that is bugging you down right now, anything that's restricting you, Spirit saying let it go. Okay? All right, so I'm going to go into the tarot of the heart, 50 ways to divine love. I don't know what's the message there. I've only used this deck once. I've not used it in a long time, so let's see what Spirit has to say. And I also like to say thank you to my friend Catherine, who sent this beautiful deck, Journey of the Sacred Bee, which is so weird because my family has such a connection with bees, generations of beekeepers, and bees are all about hard work, right? Hard work, and you've been doing hard work. Divine Feminine or whoever is watching this. So I thought it was really, really apt because it looks like there's some kind of abundance that's coming in. And then she sent us rose incense and rose oil soap. And it's so weird because I bought rose oil like for the first time last week. So I don't know. I'm going to read up on the significance of rose oil. Anyways, so let's get into this. But this is a beautiful deck. I'm going to put the, I think it came with some information as to how you can acquire it. So I'm going to put that information down below. But thank you so much, Catherine. It's beautiful. And then it also comes with this, it came with this cloth. She sent this cloth as well. I'm in love. I'm going to be using this for a while. All right, Spirit, what's the message today? I've babbled long enough. The message is the magician. You see what I'm saying? It's about stepping into your power. And the magician comes right after the fool. After that 0 point. So it's manifesting a new beginning for yourself. Coming up with your own ideas. Bringing things from the 5D into the 3D. This is someone that's standing in their power right now. Okay? Beautiful. All right, Spirit, tell us about this magician card. What is this about? What is this for? Talk to us about the magician. What is the message you have for us today? Okay, underneath the deck. Okay, we have the moon, about the unknown, intuition, shadow work. So Spirit's saying, listen, right now, it's about trusting your own intuition. It is on point, okay? It looks like there's tentacles trying to trap this bee, but this bee is flying away. All right. So Spirits, and see, this is why we came out with this unbound message. Spirit's saying right now, okay, it's time to trust your intuition. Let go of any old ideas that might be trying to trap you, or any old fears, or anything that doesn't align with being free. And just release it all. You're the queen bee. All right, let's see. What does Spirit want to tell us about the Magician here? All right, we have the Star. That's healing. Beautiful. Aquarius energy. We have the Hermit. Oh, bloody hell. All major arcana. We have the the Queen of Pentacles. That's you, DF. That's Capricorn energy. We have Root of the Powers of Water. This is the Ace of Cups. And we have the King of Wands. Okay. Getting 2 messages here. Let's get the message for you first, and then we get the message about your person. All right, Spirit is saying right now, you're going through a time of immense healing, and also ascension. Okay, so you might find yourself spending a little more time alone, but it's all to facilitate this process and this surrender to complete healing that's taking place. Because you're sitting pretty right now, whether you realize it or not, your life is really good. Okay, you're very stable, you're very grounded, even though you may have little bouts of being emotional and purging right now. That is just all part of the ascension process. But you have arrived here at the Ace of Cups, where you are loving yourself. And you know, this is a new journey that you're on, exploring life without codependency. Okay, before every relationship you would have navigated with that baggage or that education or programming of codependency within you. But now you have this invitation by Spirit to step into your power fully and explore the world in a whole different way, with a whole big insights. You are just absolutely free. You're not bound by anything, and you have this self-love. So Spirit is saying this is a time for courage. And there's nothing more courageous than the King of Wands, really. Okay? It's about courage. It's about action. All right? Stepping into your power fully and knowing that strength and that power that lies within you. And this is some message that we've been getting this week, that you have untapped potential and untapped power that you have yet to master. You think that you know who you are. Even at this stage of the journey, you feel you know who you are, but Spirit is saying there's just so much more to uncover. You are the magician, right? You don't need anyone else to make anything happen in your life. You are the magician. Now, there's also a message here about your person, okay, and what they're doing right now. Your person is also spending a lot of time alone, okay, and then there's major healing that's happening in your person's life. I'm gonna pull a card on that, actually. Okay, I feel like a renewed sense of hope for your person, that I don't know why I'm hearing redemption. I don't know why I'm hearing redemption, but that is the word that I heard. Okay, so it looks like your person, I think they would have been navigating life like a kind of lost soul, but this time that they are spending alone and deep in introspection is giving them this renewed hope, this hope here. And it's you that's doing that. Because as you're moving into self-love, they are also moving into self-love as well. Remember, as DF, you are leading the way. They want me to show you a tarot card. Where is that deck? 1 second, guys. I have to find this deck because they want me to show you that image. 1 second. Yeah, it's actually my favorite card in tarot, and it comes from this deck, the Lunar Soul. And it really shows the importance of the divine feminine. Okay, and that is why it's so important that you live your life unbound right now, because you are leading the way. I mean, we say it all the time, but it's what's happening in real terms. You are the one channeling the information from the divine, and then you are passing it on to your masculine there. Okay, you are like literally leading the way. We're not saying that in a figurative sense. It's literally what's happening. So anytime you stand in codependency, in wounding or anything like that, the whole connection stands there. And that's why it's so important that you move on and explore your life and live your life unbound and uneducated right now, okay? Because you are channeling this information. You are the leader. And one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in SRT was when I tuned in to get some advice for a divine feminine, and they showed me her walking along a road, and as she walked, some gold dust just was being released at the back of her and lighting this path, and there was her masculine like walking like 6 feet behind her. So as we walk on this journey, we are lighting the way, okay? And that's why we have to stay so high vibe, and that's why we always have to be continuing on our ascension process and focusing on ourselves always. Don't look back, because anytime you stand up to look back, you're halting the connection. You're halting the journey. The whole journey stands still. So move on, because you're the leader here. You're the leader. Okay. So your person receiving all this healing, recognizing that redemption is them, they don't feel lost anymore. They don't. They kind of have an idea of where they're going, and it's all because of you. It's because you've been leaving behind this grounded energy, okay? This solid energy here. So as they're basically stepping in your shoes. They're basically stepping in your shoes, and as you step into self-love, so do they. Okay, so it looks like they are planning to take some sort of action here. So let me get into these cards a little deeper and see what is the message. Okay, so we have a star. Spirit, what is the star card about? Okay, so it looks like your person, or even you, may have had an issue with walking away, and that's why I gave you that message about moving on, because this is the issue right now. It looks like you might be standing still. It looks like you might be waiting for something to happen, but Spirit is saying no, press on. Okay, continue, follow the North Star, right? Continue on your healing journey, because they too, they're following your lead. Okay, so it looks like what they're healing right now is they're learning how to let go. See why? That's why I don't talk in vain. I know sometimes I ramble, guys, but it's never in vain. And that's why I was telling you that thing about decluttering. Because we are letting go in different ways than your DM right now. Okay, but it's the same letting go. So just as I'm letting go of clutter, okay, and things that I don't need, and things that just take up space in my life, so too is your person. This is a lesson that they're learning now, how to let go. They're doing a lot of shadow work. I don't know what's going on with my throat, guys. Sorry. They're doing a lot of shadow work around this right now. Okay, they're trying to figure out what is truly going to make them happy. And it looks like they were having a little issue walking away from some kind of third-party connection. Look at here. The Three of Cups here, okay? Right? Because they weren't listening to their intuition, but this is something that they're healing right now. Okay, they're now realizing just how unbalanced that whole situation is and how codependent that situation is. So this is what they are healing right now. So I'm getting that they're spending a lot of time alone, a lot of time in deep reflection with this Hermit card. Right? And they're seeing truth. Okay, it's truth that they can't deny, and it's truth about themselves. I think your person has some kind of throat chakra blockage, and they were refusing to see the truth. They were refusing to express the truth. They're refusing to live their truth. But now they're stepping into this strength, this power, and this is what is pushing them onward on their journey. So your person is also making progress. Okay, their biggest obstacle was fear itself. A fear of letting go, a fear of moving on. But it looks like this is a fear that they are facing right now. Let's see this Queen of Pentacles. That's Divine Feminine. Yeah, they felt trapped, Divine Feminine. Okay, they felt trapped. Yeah, because they weren't taking action. So as much as they wanted to come towards you, they weren't taking any action at all. Okay, because they had abandonment issues. Look at this Five of Pentacles in reverse. But this is ending for them. Look, the Wheel of Fortune here. So the more grounded you are, the more unbound you are, so too is your person. And that's why there's this call for you to live life totally free right now. And do your own exploration of the world, because they are doing the same. You are leading the way. Look at Ace of Cups here. So there's this new beginning that's waiting for your person, but there's a little resistance. And I think the resistance is because right now, DF, you are standing in the Magician reverse. You're giving your power away to something or someone. Let's see what that is. Look at you here spying. Looks like you're spying on your person. You see, you're still looking back, trying to figure out where they're at. But Spirit's saying right now is to love yourself completely. Look at this 9 of Cups. Love yourself completely and move on. You are leading the way. So right now on the road, where you guys are supposed to be walking and leaving that gold dust behind for your masculine to follow, some of you guys are looking back and trying to figure out, hey, where you at? Spirit's saying no. Face forward and lead the way. Stand in your power. Stand in your power. Yeah. What's this? 5 of Cups. That's about heart healing. Okay. So that's what you need to focus on right now. Spirit is saying, right now, make a decision. And that decision to be on healing your heart completely. There's some issues from the past that you still need to process. Okay. So you're going to have major issues from childhood coming up right now. Spirit is saying this is all happening so that you can stand in your power. And look, we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So you dealing with these issues, you purging these issues, it's not only helping yourself, but it is also helping your counterpart. Okay? Okay. So let us ask Spirit if there's any last messages for you. And then I'm going to get some advice. Spirit, any last messages for the person watching this? We have the Devil, Capricorn energy. We have the Ace of Wands. My goodness. We have the 2 of Cups. We have the 8 of Wands. And we have the 7 of Wands. And it's called Valor or Bravery. Okay. I remember we said, is that courage? That's when real love begins. And that's what Spirit is saying right now. Right now, you have to be courageous. Okay? Right now, you have to press on. Okay? Move forward on your journey. And that is the way that you're going to manifest this 2 of Cups love. That's the way you're going to breathe fresh life, fresh energy into this connection. Because right now, some of you guys are looking back, focusing on your masculine. What he's doing might be spying on his social media, that kind of stuff. In a sort of codependent way. And Spirit is saying, no, this is not what you need to be doing right now. What you need to be doing, and Ace of Fire or the Ace of Wands is also about creativity. And we've been getting that consistent message. So right now, Spirit is saying, listen, if you want to align yourself to unite, and it's the same message we keep getting over and again. It's about moving forward and keeping within the flow of the universe. So that means standing in your power, using that power to manifest or to create. Remember the message of yesterday. I was created to create, okay? To create. And this is how you're going to manifest this love. You have to move forward. You have to keep this energy of this connection flowing. And you can't do that if you're looking back and waiting for your masculine and trying to figure out where he's at. Spirit saying right now you just need to focus solely on yourself, okay? Are you spiritually healthy? Are you developing your spiritual gifts? Are you emotionally healthy? Are you dealing with your own baggage? Or are you like the karmic from yesterday, being that wounded healer where you might be even more wounded than your DM at this point in time and still trying to fix them? Spirit saying, no, fix yourself. Are you physically healthy? Are you eating the right things? Are you getting exercise? Okay, are you mentally healthy? So all these things you need to focus on right now. And as you focus on that, that energy, of course, is flowing to your masculine. They have no choice. They're going to be doing the same thing. They're going to be doing the same thing. And that's how you align to each other and align with union energies. Okay, so Spirit saying focus on yourself. Is your environment free of clutter, right? That's my issue right now, right? So I need to work on that, right? So Spirit saying this is not any time to focus and see on where your masculine is at. Right now is to ask yourself. It's no longer about asking yourself what you can do for your masculine. It's about asking yourself what you can do for yourself right now. Okay? All right, so let's get one last card of advice and I'm going to end this reading. So what is the advice for you? What is the advice? Okay. We got it again. Okay, it's about prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving, and that's where that Ace of Wands comes in. Okay, listen, for a lot of you guys, there's a creative project. Okay, that is going to bring you a lot of abundance, a lot of prosperity, but you might be blocking it out because you're focusing on your DM right now. Spirit is saying no. Right now, you have to focus on yourself. Okay, there's this reward that's there for you, but you have to be open to receive it. And you're open to receive it by continuing to flow with the flow of the universe. Okay. All right, guys. So that was your reading. I hope that helped you. Take care. Bye.